We're at 18 Holmes Avenue in Fort Thomas, I believe, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. Going from the clean out in the stack in the center of the basement, right behind the steps here. And this does go out the back and goes down to a main down in between all the houses in the rear. So we're just looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, things that might either need repair or maintenance. We will call anything like that out. We'll stop and I'll call anything like that out if I see it, and explain a little bit as I go. The stack here is cast iron up to a certain point, and then it goes to PVC up in the up on the ceiling where it comes down from the fixtures. So I expect, based on the age of the house, I expect the stuff underground to be mostly clay. Could be cast iron in the house and then clay outside, but I expect it to probably be even clay underneath the floor in the basement. So like I said, we'll get started, and I will make a note of anything that's necessary. There's the stack. And it does go to clay as soon as it gets under the ground, or under the floor. Those are some connections from like a floor drain, or there's a smaller stack that is over near the, that comes down from the kitchen. That right there is some toilet paper. Does look like there's a flat spot here. I don't see any major solids. Toilet paper, it's good if you only see toilet paper in this and not any solids. That means the toilet paper will break down and continue on in the water. It's fairly common to see a flat spot inside the house, as the lines usually don't have a whole lot of pitch to them underneath the floor. But usually once they exit the house, they tend to have a little more pitch. They have a little more leeway as far as depth is concerned. Okay. Looks like it's a little tiny bit of finger roots there, maybe just a lot of spider webs on top is what you're seeing. Again, the fact that there's so many spider webs up there shows you can see the kind of the flow line on the side of the pipe. Means there hasn't really been any kind of backup in any recent time, which is a good sign. Oh, this pipe looks great. I mean, for this pipe has been around for 100 years probably, and to have all these joints as even as they are, pretty amazing. Looks like the pipe is dropping. See, they kind of turn it down. With the clay lines, there's a section about every 3 feet or so. Like here's an offset, but it also is probably a turn down. And because this offset is downstream, it's probably dropping down the hill, and so they probably tried to turn it. I don't see any broken pipe anywhere. It just looks like it's shifted. You can see the face of the other connection. This would not be an issue, as it's going downstream. So everything would be able to overtake that offset and continue on down the line. There's a connection coming up from the top. That's probably a clean out down there halfway down the line. It's a good thing to know in case you ever have to access it from the yard. Here is some roots. We're getting down a little closer to the trees. There's a little bit of roots there. It's not down in the flow line. It's maybe 10 to 15%, and it's all above. So that will be something that you'll want to know about as far as maintenance is concerned in the future. You know, roots will continue to grow. And that was about 70 feet out. Here's some more roots. This is a little bit bigger bundle here. Again, it's probably been cleaned before, and that's why it's not down in the flow line. But it is something that you would want to take note of, because you'll have to probably maintenance the line every few years. You could either use some chemicals or have it mechanically cleaned. Usually it's a good idea, if you can get access to it, to have it mechanically cleaned and get rid of all the roots first, and then, you know, periodically you could flush some chemicals down it to keep them at bay. But I'm of the opinion that mechanical cleanings do a better job, and you as long as somebody knows, you know, is good at it, they will get rid of all those. And with the chemicals, you don't exactly know if it's getting to where it needs to. So we've switched over to PVC. So there has been a repair done on this section. It could have been because of roots. Roots could have caused a broken pipe or something. Usually when they replace sections like this, it's because the pipe was broke. But this is all great. And the fact that it's been repaired or replaced. May not be able to get all the way to the main. I may have to go get a locate, find out where we are. I'm getting out pretty far here. Okay. This should be the dump into the main here. If I'll be able to get the turn or not, but that does look like because of the turn. I'm going to pause the video here so there's not a bunch of dead airspace. I'm going to go locate this and make sure that this is at the main, but it does look like where the pipe is turning to drop into the main. So, okay, so this is where it's turning. There's a clean out right in front of this, right before it goes into the main. And so that's about as far as we're going to get, but we have inspected the entire lateral. So we're going to pull back. We're going to continue recording, but I think the only thing it really needs is some periodic cleaning. It doesn't need, I don't think it really needs one at the moment, but it will need one every couple years to get just to kind of keep those roots at bay, which is normal for a house this age with that pipe material. It's there's a joint about every 3 feet, and so it gives a lot of room for tree roots just to get in. I mean, they have food and water all in one place. So, but just regular maintenance will take care of that. Structurally, the line looked great. Okay, we pull all the way back, and again, you just have the roots that'll need to be maintained every few years, and there's a little flat spot at the base inside inside the house. As long as you treat it well and only use toilet paper and don't put wet wipes or stuff you're not supposed to down the line, that will not cause any problems. So that's the end of the inspection at number 18 Holmes Avenue.